Hey, do you know what time it is? That's right. It's time for Coach Lindy's podcast. The podcast to get you moving. Hi, I'm Lindy Hutchinson, a certified life mastery consultant with the Brave Thinking Institute. As a life coach, I help others transform their life as I have mine. It's not easy, but it is possible, and it most certainly is worth it. Each week, I'll share insights that inform, inspire, and ignite in you your desire to create a life that you love. So let's find out what's going on this week. Welcome to episode 31. I'm Coach Lindy, and it's my privilege to be with you for a few minutes. This week, we're going to be talking about another one of my favorite TED Talks. And if you haven't watched it, I strongly encourage you to do it because I think you'll really enjoy it. In fact, it's one of the most popular TED Talks ever. It is by a gentleman named Sir Kenneth Robinson. He was originally from England. He was born in 1950 in Liverpool, and then he passed in 2020 in London. He was born to a working class family in Liverpool, and he was one of 7 kids. He did contract polio when he was 4, and if you watch the video, you can see it affected the way that he walks. But the good news is it didn't seem to affect anything else. He's incredibly bright, very funny, and very engaging. He received all kinds of academics, bachelor degree, 1972, PhD in 1981. And if you were to look him up, you'll find a very long list of accolades, awards, acknowledgments. He did live in California for a while. He was a senior advisor to the president of the J. Paul Getty Trust. So he worked from 1985 to 1988 as the director of the Arts in Schools Project, which was an initiative to develop the arts education throughout England and Wales. The project involved over 2,000 teachers, artists, and administrators, and they created and initiated programs that numbered over 300, and this deeply influenced the entire educational system in the UK. He also headed the program called Artswork, and he was an advisor to the Hong Kong Academy for Performing Arts. He wrote several books, several research magazines, and one he wrote in 2001, Out of Our Minds, Learning to Be Creative. It was described by Director magazine as a truly mind-opening analysis of why we don't get the best out of people at a time of punishing change. John Cleese said, Ken Robinson writes brilliantly about the different ways in which creativity is undervalued and ignored in Western culture, and especially in our educational systems. In his book, The Element, How Finding Your Passion Changes Everything, which was released in 2009, he talks about the element as being the experience of our personal talent combined with passion, and how when we feel our true self the most, we create and we are inspired to achieve our highest level. He received many honorary degrees from Rhode Island, the Liverpool Institute, Peabody Medal. There's his accolades and awards go on and on and on and on. And in 2003, he was knighted. So he is Sir Ken Robinson. And in 2005, he was named as one of Time, Fortune, CNN's principal voices. So his influence was very far-reaching. He worked with Oklahoma Creativity Project, and in 1998, he chaired the National Advisory Committee on Creative and Cultural Education. So he was an international influencer and cared very much about seeing people achieve their highest degree of accomplishment. He gave 3 TED Talks, and they all emphasize the importance of creativity in education. At this point, his TED Talks have been viewed over 100 million times. And in April 2013, he gave a talk entitled How to Escape Education's Death Valley, in which he talks about the 3 principles that the human mind needs to flourish. His TED Talks have been translated into 62 different languages. In 2010, the Royal Society of Arts animated one of his speeches about changing education paradigms, and it's been viewed over 17 million times on YouTube as well. He said that to engage and succeed, education needs to be diverse, so offering a broader spectrum in the curriculum, encouraging individuality in the learning process. Educational programs should promote curiosity through creative teaching, and it should focus on an awakening creativity instead of being locked into such a standardized testing that it seems like that we have in the United States, which emphasizes less creativity and more conformity, compliance, and standardization. So the best way to get the most out of any student is to allow them to be themselves and to explore their own creativity and follow that direction. So as soon as you can, when you have a few minutes, TED Talk, Are Schools Killing Creativity? By our featured top banana in episode 31, Sir Ken Robinson. Our power word for the week is fearless. Our train your brain thought for the week is be creative and fearless. And from our Hey That's Funny file, the ever quirky Stephen Wright says, why do irons have settings for permanent press? Well, that does it for our review this week. Be sure and check out Sir Ken Robinson on YouTube or whatever source you like. Maybe look him up. You can see the long list of contributions that he's made, and we are grateful that we have that as his legacy. So, keep creating a life that you love. Have a great week, and remember that you deserve to have the things that you truly want. So take care until we get together next time. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for joining me this week. I look forward to being with you every week. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, please email me at coachlindy@lindyhutchinson.com. My name is spelled L-Y-N-D-I, so it's Coach Lindy, L-Y-N-D-I, at Lindy Hutchinson, LYNDIHUTCHINSON.com. I value what your input is, and I'm always open up for suggestions and ideas. If you will like and or subscribe to this podcast, that would be wonderful. I appreciate it. And I enjoy anything that you might want to send in, or if you would like some more information about coaching, send me an email and I will get back with you, and we'll talk about how you can create your best life. Have a good week. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.